We usually also look at that when we are breeding. And besides, my specialty is I'm a genetist. I went and specialized in that. So if you look at that side, you go deep into when you're breeding, you put a lot into consideration, such that we give a farmer a product that is going to help them come out of poverty. That is, they are not just going to rear. As long as they put the other, there are 4 concepts that are very core and important. Even if I've given you a very good breed, you're supposed to have proper nutrition. You never compromise nutrition for profit. As long as the nutrition is not considered and is not well catered for. For example, if you compromise nutrition for profit, and your pigs do not get the right nutrition because you think you're making profit, the chances are very high that you're not going to get the result you expect out of these pigs, because the nutrition was compromised. You know, at times we tend to think we are being economical and we give a lot of potato vines. I'm not saying they're bad. And we give dodo, sele. I'm not saying they're bad. They are good, but there are so many nutritive values that are not embedded into those. That once you eliminate this complete feed, you're eliminating those nutritive values. And each of them has got a certain importance. And once you eliminate it, it means that the result you expect from your pig related to that importance are going to be eliminated also. So then I usually advise farmers to put into consideration all. With a good genetics or good breed, then with proper nutrition, and also with proper housing. We've seen the structures. You know that the housing is very core in that it explains the hygiene of pigs. These pigs are the cleanest animals, by the way. And I'm not saying it because I keep them. I'm saying it because it's true. They are the cleanest animals. They know where they do their dunging, where they feed from, and where they rest from. So once you've provided the right structure, once you've provided the right facility, the right structure, according to the standards, the pigs will not disappoint you. We've been around this structure together, but you don't get even that smell. You know, you can't know they are pigs unless somebody tells you. And the reason behind, or the secret behind is the structure, how you construct your structure. So out there, we are encouraging farmers. You come and attend these trainings once I call upon you. Come and join us. If I've not called you, can, by the way, we are very flexible. You can even call me, you show your interest of being trained, and then I combine you as a group. I may not announce on TV or radio, but you know you can call me. I combine you as a group, you come, we train, because usually that's what farmers do. Even there are some who are supposed to come and train tomorrow. So that's what we do. Now, once you understand the housing is proper, and I usually pose a question to farmers that, assuming this housing is very proper, I mean it's very important in that, if it's not if it does not follow the standards that are recommended, this pig will get stressed. And once they are stressed, trust me, whether you like or not, you're not going to get the results you expect to get out of them. You're going to miss out on results. So, once I call upon you, and I'm like, let's come and learn this, please take it important, because I usually ask farmers, if I gave you the best meal and I'm confining you in a place where you can't sleep, but you can stand and you can be able to pick food and put in your mouth and eat, and it's the best nutritious meal, will you put on weight? They usually tell me no. And when I ask them why, the answer is always that I'm not comfortable. So because I'm stressed, I'm not comfortable. So I usually relate it to the pigs. So if you take your pigs in such a condition, if they are not comfortable, never expect any result out of them. This is where they are going to give you 2 piglets or 3 piglets. This is where they are going to produce once in a year, yet they are supposed to produce twice in a year. This is where all things are going to come in. All the piglets are going to die once they are born. The mother gives you 15 piglets, you win 2 or you win 3. So to understand all this, we need technical advice. The other issue that is the other aspect that is very important is the healthy aspect. About health, pigs usually don't fall sick. They are very hardy animals. When you do the preventative treatments or you do the prophylaxis, these pigs don't fall sick. They don't fall sick if you prevent you prevent the endoparasites or the worms and the ectoparasites or the mange, what is commonly known as lukuku in vernacular. So if you prevent those ones, your pigs are going to be fine. Maybe there are also some vaccinations we do before the mother conceives and when it's pregnant. Those vaccinations are also done to further increase on the survivability of the piglets once they are born, to prevent certain diseases that would prevent the mothers from producing and also that would kill the piglets at an early age. So we do those vaccinations. And the other issue is that I want to put it clear. Swine fever does not have a vaccine, but it's a preventable disease. You know, pigs from your neighbors can die and yours will survive. Swine fever is not airborne. It's not transmitted through air. It's a contagious disease. It's we the farmers who usually transmit it, who usually move it. Okay, I said I specialized here, but my background was in veterinary sciences. So it's usually we the farmers who move it around. We the people actually, not the farmers only. Your workers, the vets who visit the farm, the technicians who visit the farm, and you yourself. As I told you, because you think you're the owner, you don't observe biosecurity measures. And you know, because the Musawas come to your farm, the vet, you don't want to tell them that doctor, do this and this and this. You fear them. You let them, the injections or the needles and the injections that they use on other farms, they use them on your farm. So it's very key. Have your own treatment kit. If possible, ask them, they direct you of which drugs you need, the most important drugs that a farm needs. You buy them and keep them at your farm. They come use them to treat, such that they don't bring gadgets they use on other farms to your farm. They don't draw drug from the same bottle where they have drawn drug to treat other animals, to draw drug and treat your animals at the same time. So you can prevent all that. And the other issue, swine fever is usually transmitted by those dogs out there. And even the workers. Most farmers have lost their pigs because of workers. Workers transmit this disease so much. You know what they usually do? They go out there and enjoy pork, then they come back to your farm. And minus even observing any biosecurity measure. They come back to your farm, they touch your pigs, but after going out and enjoying pork. For me here, one of the conditions is that once you work here, you're not supposed to eat pork. It's not that you don't eat pork, but you're not supposed to go out and eat pork. That has to be a condition. And once you're doing that, that will be the end of you. You're not supposed to. Actually, they know it so well. But you know, to be humane, you can't stop people from enjoying their delicacy. What we do, we usually slaughter for them some pigs. At least in a year, we slaughter about 3 times. And once we slaughter, they eat it in all forms they want because it's theirs. We slaughter and we don't sell anything. It's for the farm to eat, the workers to eat. So, you know, you have to have discipline. And usually I don't also prepare pork maybe anywhere, but it's only after the workers slaughtering. That's when pork can be enjoyed. And you as the owner, you have to be with discipline. Why are you eating pork when you're going to your farm? Why are you eating pork when you know there is an outbreak? Why can't you forego that pork? So this is how we've brought in the diseases to our farms. You can prevent it if you have discipline. This is a manageable disease. It can be prevented. It can be controlled. However, I want also to caution farmers out there. There are other diseases that pigs can suffer from. It's not swine fever only. And we usually name swine fever. You know, every pig that dies abruptly, every pig that falls sick, we tend to say swine fever, swine fever. And then you call the butcher men to come and take your pigs. And in actual sense, it may be another disease. It's not swine fever. So I want to question it because for me, I'm speaking out of experience. There are over 4 or 5 farms, very, very big farms I've saved. Because probably they trust me, they know my capacity. So they usually call you when they are in trouble. And once you get there and inspect, you tell them this is not swine fever. Don't slaughter any of your pig. And we just cover them with the drugs that we use to cover them. We treat them and then the pigs don't fall. I mean, they don't die. They survive because it wasn't swine fever. So please, before you take a decision of disposing of your pigs, that they have swine fever. And in actual sense, it's not even recommended to dispose them of or to sell them when they have swine fever. The fact should have been that you bury them. But that one, people can't do. People can't do. Because in countries where it's done, they are always compensated. But here, it's hard to convince a farmer. So then you are farmer, knowing that pigs, once there is an outbreak, knowing that almost all the meat that is at the butcher might have come from pigs which died of swine fever or which were slaughtered because they are sick of swine fever, then don't eat pork. Don't even bring it. Even if your home is not where you're farming from, don't, because eventually you're going to eat from your home and you're going to go to your farm, which is very dangerous. Please don't touch. And there is only one tick which transmits swine fever, and that tick is always moved around by the dogs. So that's why we are very keen about preventing dogs from accessing the piggery unit. In addition to moving bones, in addition to the feces, but also that tick can be taken to your pigs by the dogs. So that disease can be prevented.